What's going on? Shout out to you guys. Alex O Crypto here. How we all doing? Hope you're doing well. It is Monday, Sydney, Australia. Sunday for you guys. The weekly candle is in. TRD Farmer, what's up? Hope you're doing well. Shout out to the chat. Thank you so much for being here. Bridget Tooley, Nikos, the Fallen One. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin, XRP, Quant, and whatever else you guys want to look at. Thank you so much for being here. Otter Gang, all the fun. Thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you. So is it just me, or has our value area low moved down to the daily support level around 27.2? Took profit once on my short today, then got stopped out in profit. Should have jumped back in when I was looking at it again, I suppose. Yes. Pay yourself, my friends. Pay yourselves. And we have lots of winners. We had some winners this weekend. Shout out to Space Invader. Shout out to, I guess, me. I had a nice long that I took some profits. I know Brooke had one. So join us in the Discord. Lots of us with the trade setups doing what we do best, and that's managing our trades, doing well, taking profits early, and extracting profits from the market. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. And let's jump into the charts. So we got a weekly candle. Woo-hoo. Look at this boring weekly candle. It is a doji, whatever you want to call it. It is indecisive. It doesn't know which way it's going. And we've seen a couple of these in the past that haven't really done too much, and they're more of a leading indicator for setups. So you can see one over here, more of a wick to the upside. So we haven't seen much movement in this. Brooke went full degen. Yeah, Brooke tends to go full degen. We love Brooke. Our lady Otter, she is a moderator in our Discord and on our channel here live. So shout out to Brooke making those trades. And we want to talk about the weekly today. And then we want to talk about what our outlook is. Thank you so much for asking, Bridget Tooley. 30K or 25K first. Now, for me, in order to look at this, we have to look at the charts. But I'm leaning more towards 25K. Call me a perma bear. Call me whatever you want. Just call me Alex O Crypto at the end of the day. And we can see that we were looking at the weekly here, and it was pointed straight up. Before we had this bend over, which was right here, it was pointing straight to the moon, and we were like, okay, we're looking for this to cool off on the stochastics. And we can see that we've clearly come up in a three-wave pattern, and we're looking for a retracement down in order to continue upwards. That would be healthy. Okay, now we have a lot of FUD in the market. We have a lot of bank collapses. We have a lot of things going on with the American dollar, and it's creating a lot of uncertainty in the markets, but we can still trade and we can still be profitable. Obviously, we have levels, we have setups, and we constantly give that in our Discord and on the charts. So thank you so much for joining us. Now we're looking for Bitcoin price to move which way, because this is an indecisive candle. So it could mean to the upside. We're looking to get into a range above us and below us. So what do we have below us? We have that 25.2 holding us up. We also have this 29,000 holding us down. So we have a simple, very easy to understand range between 25.2 and 29,000. Now we can trade in between here for until the cows come home, but we want to find good entries in order to catch those big moves either to the upside or to the downside. So we'll be looking at that and how we can enter into a trade. It looks like we're getting a little bit of a move down right now. Let's take a quick look and take a quick peek. Now we can see that over the weekend we did not get a lot of volume. We kind of went sideways and up a bit. So can we continue down? Now a lot of us took trades up here and up here. We had the setups given in advance, obviously, for the weekend. If we pull this up, this was given at the weekend, and we said if price comes up to this area, I'll be looking to short, and if price comes down to this area, we'll be looking to long. Some of us caught the longs from here, some of us caught the longs from here, and a bunch of us caught the shorts from up here. So we have been doing pretty well this weekend. I think our levels were much respected. We were ready, and there's a golden pocket here, a value area of. We were talking about this volume here. If we pull the volume across, we can see that we have a range here. Now this range was being respected. It is now the point of control. Now, before this weekend had started, we could take a look at this and we could see that we have this double hump here. We were laughing quite a bit on Saturday about this double hump, and it was a quite more dramatic hump, okay? It was much more dramatic when we were talking about it Sunday. It has now filled up this middle area, okay? So we were talking about price getting out of this hump and moving up into the higher hump, okay? This may sound horrible if you're just listening to it and not watching the video, but if you can see on my charts, you can simply see we were looking for it to come up and test this area and then get rejected back down. And it has, okay? It has. Now, I am not in a short. I had taken profits out of my long and closed that trade. It was quite profitable, very juicy, 70%. And now we're going to go and look at what's going on with the long-term price, okay? So we got this market cipher here that we like to go over every single day. We're here live every single day, and we can see that our momentum waves are working up. We're looking for it to curl over, right? We're looking for it to curl over and send us back down for a nice, healthy retracement. That is what we're looking for. Will we get it? We don't know. When the otter is above, we're pushing price down. When the otter is below, we're pushing price up. So right now, I'm leaning a bit bearish, okay? So this is a bearish otter. And as we go through the time frames, I'll explain why. But we can see that we've punched through this 25. We've come up to this other area, and this is the entry zone to this higher term time frame. We have 29,000 entry zone up into the 30K, and we really want to get up into here and be trading this range instead of being trading this range. Okay, so we have two ranges here, top and bottom, and we can see we're on the brink of breaking through multiple touches, hopefully, because we all like multiple touches, right? So we're going to take a look at this and figure this out. So we can see we have momentum coming up and a momentum wave curving over now on the 5-day. So this 5-day was pointing straight up as well. And we got to remember that stochastics is kind of leading the way here, and it could be curling over. Now, money flow remains in the green on the 5-day, and it is touching the 0 line on the weekly. So this to me is an indication that money has come out of the market over here. Now is coming back into the market, but it's going to take a little bit of volume in order to get above here. Now, people are afraid of the banks. People are taking their money and they don't know where to park their money, and Bitcoin seems to be a solution because that's what it was created for. So that's something we are keeping an eye on, of all the money being flown into Bitcoin because of all this fear in the market of the US dollar, because they are turning the printers on to bail out these banks, and we know that is not a good sign, okay? So we can see we got three beautiful, lovely lady lumps coming up here on the stochastic, right, alongside with this upward trend. Now, nothing too bearish to be seen here. We don't have a red dot or anything pointed out. We do have VWAP curling over alongside with the RSI and attempting to cross over the 0 line. It is very, very much overbought. You can see from this candle here, we are very overbought. So we are looking for a healthy retracement somewhere around the 25.2 area in order to continue upwards, okay? If it does get below this kind of 26 area, we'll be looking for more downside. Now, right now, we got to be patient. How do we be patient? Well, we look at these long-term time frames and we have a better look. And one thing that is sticking out like a sore thumb is definitely this bearish divergence printing here on the 2-day. We have not gotten a confirmation on the 2-day yet, but it is looking very, very bearish. It looks like we can curl over here and possibly head back down. Now, on the daily, we can see that we've had a confirmed red dot, but we also have a relaxed momentum wave here that doesn't look like it's heading straight down just yet. So we need to be patient on that, okay? What we need to do is wait for this to curl to the downside more. Otherwise, we can be looking at something like this where then we get a divergence, okay? So the daily doesn't look like it's confirmed. It looks like it's flattening out. So we got to be careful here. And if we zoom in on the daily, we can see that we are definitely very much oversold on the higher term time frame, but we are curving flat and possibly back up on the money flow. So that's a slower indicator, but the money flow is more of a leading indicator over time, right? It's going to tell us over time where money is coming in and out, okay? So we want to be very cautious here and look for this to continue to the downside. We want to see this curl over in the next day, and then we can feel a bit more comfortable with long-term downside, okay? Until then, we have to remain bullish because the trend is our friend until the end, like they always say. And like we said at the beginning of this video, that we are very much up here, right? We're heading up, higher lows, right? We are heading up. So we are looking for some sort of healthy retracement in order to continue upsides. So right now we are looking for a swing failure, possibly to the 29,000, get a bearish divergence, print that, send it down to the basement. But right now we got to be very, very cautious on how we're trading and trade the range that's given to us and extract profits, pay ourselves early, and then hopefully let the trade ride in the direction that we're hoping that the trade will go, that the trend will go, possibly to the upside, possibly the downside. But we have multiple ideas here. In the long-term time frames, it does look bearish to me, right? It does look bearish. I see very much a bearish divergence here. I don't know about you guys, but I see it. I hope you all see it, but we have to be cautious, right? Because with this market, it's very, very unpredictable lately because of these bank runs, because of what's going on with interest rates. You know, we get this 0.25 basis hike, and right now it's very much in the hands of the Fed and whether they're going to turn on the printers to bail out these banks, which is bullish for Bitcoin for the short term. But overall, we are going to lose jobs. They want to make us lose jobs. They want to break the economy, and they want to see more downside, right? Now, when we go over to the S&P, just quickly looking at the S&P for confidence, we can see this trend line here. We can see that we've come down, we've bottomed out on the S&P, and we are looking to make higher highs here. Now, can we continue this bounce? Well, the more leading indicator on a Sunday, and make sure you add it to your charts, is the mini futures here. The mini futures has kicked off now, and it is rolling. Okay, so it is going off, and you can see that it is pumping upwards, right? So that is pretty much bullish. So we can possibly expect a little bit of a pump for the S&P come tomorrow morning, okay? Because it is Sunday still in the States, and the S&P hasn't opened up, but the futures is open, and it seems to be pumping. Will it come back down? We'll keep an eye on that because this is a leading indicator on Sundays. So make sure to add the mini futures to your chart and have that in your arsenal to keep with confidence. Now, when we look at the dollar, I'm always watching the dollar because Mrs. Otter, she gets paid in American dollars. So we got to know when to transfer that money out. And when we look at the dollar, we can see that we're in this middle term range. Now, this range here that we're in is where we have uncertainty. This is where we don't have a really defined idea of which way the markets are going to go. We can see that we've come down and dropped down into this area, and this is very bullish for risk on assets, right? This is a risk on asset area and lower, right? But as we pump into this middle area, we have to be patient and we have to wait. If it does continue to bounce and pump upwards into this area, then we're going to turn bearish, right? So we're going to keep our eye on this range right here. So between 102.5 and 104 basically. And between this range, we got to be patient and watch to see if it can break above or not. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking on the dollar. It's very much in an indecisive area. We will have a better idea as the week progresses. Okay, so be patient, right? And also with the S&P, be patient. We'll see if we can continue upwards or not. Look for 4,071 to be a rejection zone. So if it comes up and it touches, look for it to send it back down. Okay, be very patient here. Now, going back to Bitcoin, we can see, yo, I'm here. What up, Felix? Shout out to you, my man. Hope you're doing well. He made it. We're just running through all the stuff. I feel like I got a motor mouth today, but that's all right. Want to fly through this. This is the last day I get to spend with Mama Otter and Mrs. Otter's mama. So and the beautiful beaver. So we're looking forward to spending a nice afternoon together. I'm going to cook up some pasta. So I hope you're all doing well. Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for your support and love. Thank you guys for being here. And if you haven't liked the video already, please drop a like. Subscribe if you haven't. We're glad you're here. Join us in the Discord. Always giving the trade setups. We all had a very nice, profitable weekend, I'm pretty sure, because we had the setups in advance. So thank you guys for being here. Much love to every single one of you. Now we'll jump back in. So on the middle term time frames, on the 12, the 16, we can see that money flow is actually in the red still. And we are still very much overbought, right? We're very much overbought, and we're looking for this money flow to come back into the market. We're looking for it to come over and turn green, okay? So You want to hang out with Mrs. Otter and her beautiful. Oh, that's just rude. Much love. I'm up on Gala Trade right now. I'd like to sell and buy it back around 0.36. Do you see this on the Gala chart as well? Asking if you also see Gala possible touching the 36 range short term. We will take a look at Gala and give you my thoughts on Gala for sure. I would love to do that for you, Bridget. Much love, much love, much love. We will take a look at Gala. Okay, so as we go through these time zone or time frames, we can see time zones. I've moved so many times, I'm saying time zones now. She laughed, I'm off the hook. Yeah, you're a lucky man, Felix. So as we look here, we can see the money flow starts to turn green on the short-term time frames, right? As we get into the 8-hour, the 6, and the 5, we can see how thick it is, okay? So we got to be very careful here. We can see stochastic has actually come oversold, and it can possibly pop up. So there's very mixed signals. Short-term, bullish. Long-term, bearish, okay? Short-term, bullish. Long-term, bearish. Now, why do I say that? Is because of the confluence we have here. We do want to see a healthy retracement here. And if you're on Twitter, everybody and their sister is showing off this diamond pattern, okay? This can be a diamond reversal pattern. I am not a pattern trader, okay? I trade the ranges, but if you want to draw some cool, funky looking patterns, we can draw some triangle here. We'll draw a triangle here, and then we'll draw another triangle right here beside it, and we can say diamond pattern, okay? And diamonds are forever, and we got to be patient here. So if you want to say diamond, we can say diamond, and we can either have a move to the upside or the downside, but for me, I'm not a pattern trader, so I'm not going to tell you what I know about the diamond pattern. All I know is it is typically, I always remember people saying diamond pattern reversal, okay? So if this is a reversal, this reversal will bring us down to around 25.2. Wouldn't that be funny if it brought us down to 25.2? Now, you're going to see this diamond pattern all around the world, and you know what? Trade it if you want. It's got to have a lot of volume in the middle, I'm pretty sure, and that can be your setup, okay? If that's your setup, great, but be patient, okay? Be patient, be patient, be patient, because we know this major candle in the middle here that's gone like this, that is the interest rate hike, okay? That's the interest rate news, right? If we turn on the volume, don't consider this significant, because that is definitely, you see this big spike in volume right here, that is the interest rate, okay? That's a crazy day of trading, right? So right now we're getting a blue diamond on the 3-hour, you know, mixed signals here. So what are we doing? We're trading the ranges. So when we zoom out, we pull up our charts, we got some ranges here. Now these ranges have been respected all weekend, which has been very nice for us to trade. We've shorted the top and we're looking to long from the bottom. Right now we can see that we're in a clear uptrend, right? And possibly going higher. So what will I do? I will pull my volume as per usual. I will get my ideas and my thoughts on where I think price is going to go. And then I'm going to share them with you, because that's what we do here. So thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you, Felix, for being here. Mr. Moderator himself, making new videos, trying to help out people as well. Don't forget to go and check out Felix as well. Great guy, great guy, great guy. All right, so we got this area here, and we need to get above it, right? So if we do break above here, we're definitely looking at the highs, okay? We're looking at the highs, and we're looking to attempt at this level here. You can see we're below the point of control. So what does that mean? That means that we've had multiple double top rejections that could possibly mean we're trickling downwards. So what would I be looking for right now? If we are in a mini downtrend on this, and we can see that we've had a double top, momentum waves curving over, money flow is still in the green, but it does look like we're aiming very, very drastically down, that we're going to be looking for a short here in the short-term time frame. Now, I won't be trading this tonight because I'll be busy. So for me, I stress, practice good risk management, practice a healthy mindset. We've had multiple blood diamonds, but you know, we're not just trading diamonds and X's on our chart. We're looking for confluence throughout the charts in order to make an informed decision to put the trade in our favor, right? So we have a pop-up here. So I'll be looking, if I am going to trade tonight, I would be looking at these highs just below here, and I would drag this down to somewhere around here, and I'd be looking for a swing failure up. But if we are going to continue maybe from that high, We can move this down to here. Depends on your risk tolerance, right? And we can look down to here, right? So there's multiple ideas that you can have here, but just know that in the long term, we're going to wait for the S&P to kind of make its move. Then we're going to look for multiple confluences with the dollar. If the dollar is pumping, Bitcoin's dumping, right? But we want to add this range to our trading, and have an idea ready for. So I'm going to definitely be looking for volume first to come in, because it's been the weekend and volume hasn't been horrible this weekend. So we're gonna watch volume. We're gonna watch the news. Make sure you guys are up to date with the news and what's going on. Maybe get on Twitter, follow some people so you have more of an idea. What if there's a whole bunch of bank failures and people have nowhere to put their money? Well, people are going to put it into Bitcoin. That means Bitcoin's going to pump, right? So you got to make informed decisions, but don't just trade the news. Trade the TA. Know that the value area at low is down below here, and it has moved up, right? So we're going to adjust our charts accordingly, and we're going to make this a little bit higher now to about 27. I go with the whole number, 27.1. So look for, if price continues to come downwards, look for it to have a reaction down here and possibly a bullish divergence in order to bring us up, right? If this drops over and then we get a momentum wave like this and then like this, and then we get some sort of bullish divergence, then we're laughing, right? We're laughing. Jump in along and ride that puppy up, okay? So overall, long-term, I am flipping a bit bearish. Short term, I am a bit bullish. I'm looking for us to come up and grab some liquidity. Market makers don't want all these people in shorts making all this money. They want to make sure that they grab us. So you can see we've had one liquidity grab. I'm expecting another liquidity grab in the short-term timeframes up to 28,000, 29,000, and then to dump it on our heads, okay? That's kind of where I'm leaning right now. And as the markets change and as the day goes on, we will come up with more ideas. But right now, that's the way I'm leaning. And that's not financial advice. It's just something to consider. Maybe we come down to here, we pop back up, have a test, and then we go down, okay? So many things to consider, but make sure you add the ranges, practice good risk management, and all of that good stuff. Now we're going to jump into XRP, Quant, and Gala. So we'll do that now and hopefully get some confluence for you. So we'll go to Gala first just because, you know, ladies first, and that's how we roll. We got to be gentlemen here. So we try our best to be nice to our, I think the channel said that we have like a 6 or 7% female following, which is, I think, good for crypto. I mean, I see mostly males around. So we're going to get rid of all our Gala TA and we're going to start fresh and look at where we're at. So we have some key levels that have been respected here, and we're coming down to one as we speak. Now we've already touched it once. We've had this level on our charts for quite some times. So this is the entry into the hibernation zone, which we like to call it. And we want to be very cautious here, okay? We want to be very cautious here. So when we're coming down, we can see we're in a clear downtrend on Gala and looking to come down to this 37 area, right? Can we come lower? Absolutely, we can come lower. We can always come lower. So let's take a broader look at what we have here. And what we have here is a very clear idea of what's going on with Gala. Now, we've had this big dump that has brought us all the way down here. And we can see that overall, our low of lows is definitely this 30 cents, okay? This 30 cents. But we can also see that we have pushed extremely well up into this area. You can see this massive pump that we had with all that bullish news, right? And we've come down, we've retested this 30 cents, and now we've popped back up. So overall, this is a downtrend, right? Can we continue lower? So I would be looking for a retracement into a short. Because Bitcoin also is looking long-term bearish, I'd be looking for a short. But on the short term, if you're trying to just trade it as is, I'd be looking for this long around 37 cents, 37.8 area. But right now we're getting yellow X's and it doesn't look like it's in good shape. Overall, long-term downtrend rate massive bullish news. I mean, a lot of people getting hyped up about Gala, and I do believe Gala is a great holding to have. But as we trade it and as money comes out of alts and into Bitcoin, I mean, the Bitcoin pump is mostly because people are having to park their money somewhere, and Bitcoin is one of those areas, right? Alt season will follow Bitcoin, but I do see Bitcoin dominance leading the way, right? So we're not going to see massive moves on alts just yet. So I do see this continuing downwards. If you're in a short position, good job. But right now, I'd see us working our way down to this 37. And then I'd be looking for a reaction. Now, what kind of reaction can we look for? Well, if we jump on the 4 hour, we can see that we had this initial bottom here. And we'll zoom right in. Double click here. Double click here. And we can see that we have, okay, double green dot here, right? But I would look for this to curl over, put in a lower low, and then pop up, okay? And then you'd be looking for a higher low here on the momentum wave, get a bullish divergence, and then you'd be off to the races. That's a possible long setup, so I'll definitely be considering that if we get the correct setup, right? If we get that bullish divergence along with exhaustion, you know, maybe volume does bring us down, right? It does bring us down, high volume, but then it gets pushed right back up, and then we continue upwards, right? So I'll be definitely looking for something like that on Gala. What's the time frame for on the 3/7? Is that the daily, as it could be this week? So for the time frame for the 3/7 there, it's just a key level. You can see it's definitely just a key level of support that has been respected multiple times, right? We can see it is literally the volume bottom of this range. So we can see there's a volume cluster here, right? And we can see that this bottom is just before the entry into this lower region, right? So it wants to stay within this volume. So look for that to hold. And if it doesn't hold, then it will definitely be looking to the downside to retest these lows where price can move quite drastically, okay? Because we can see that when price falls below this area here, that we get moves such as this, you know what I mean? So there is very much a very big fall through. It's almost like falling through a floor or falling down a shaft here. It's going to move quickly because we don't have the same amount of volume. So I'd be definitely looking to be cautious here at a long, but look for it to hold strong. And if it does seem to be holding strong, it'll be a great opportunity for a long setup. Okay, so I hope that helps. Be patient out there. Let the price come to you. Look for the reaction. Practice good risk management. And pay yourselves early. Okay? Thank you so much. Jumping over to XRP quickly. XRP had that massive pump. We got 45 cents. We're laughing here. Look at us. Run up, run up, run up. But right now we are in this key level here. We're looking to hold this box here. We have a volume to the left, volume to the right. Okay, so we got this volume. We're going to pull this over to finish up the volume so we get a better idea here. And we have this key level up here that we've been ranging in as well. So you can see this range, and we don't want to fall back into this range. Okay, so XRP is holding up. It's barely being able to crack back into this area. So I look for XRP to print a double top here and head back down. That's my kind of thoughts until XRP gets the bullish news of the court case going in their favor, which I am a holder of XRP, but I am looking for XRP to print some sort of double top here on the long-term time frames. We have clearly formed some sort of massive pump. We've come down. You know, there's a flag here. We could possibly pump up and head back down. So I'd be looking for the range high here, definitely in the short-term time frames. So I'd be definitely looking around somewhere around here, some sort of fake out, some sort of exhaustion where we come up and we send it back down. Okay. And I am hoping for XRP to be bullish in the long term, but right now, until things settle down, I don't believe XRP is going to moonshot at any time soon, but we got to practice good risk management and be careful. Philip says we can't predict when or if price will meet a target for sure, but know that level is just a key level. So when price meets that point, it has a good chance to hold and bounce at that level. Absolutely. That's it, right? We look for reactions for price, right? If price is failing to get through that area, then it's getting exhausted, right? It's like, okay, no matter how much people are selling, the price cannot be oversold, right? People aren't buying, right? You need buyers in order to sell. You need sellers in order to buy, right? So we got to have these key levels, look for the reaction in price, and then make an informed decision based on confluence, multiple indicators telling you certain things in order to make a decision on entering a trade. And once you've entered that trade, then you can practice good risk management, pay yourselves early, and then allow the trade to run in your favor. And hopefully more winners than losers, right? But as you stack up the skills and as you stack up confluence, you'll feel more confident and you'll be able to be more of a profitable trader. So XRP here, yeah, very much overbought. Looking to curl over on the daily. 16, same thing. Short term, yeah, so look for this week for it to come down a little bit and back to reality. Maybe a little bit of a move up and then back down, okay? XRP very much loves this range, right? Loves this range. I mean, we were collecting it at 33 cents down here, so we were pretty happy. But with this range here, we can see that we've popped off this perfectly. We pulled the volume of this last time. We got the point of control here at 48 cents. So look for it to come over to 48 cents again, right? And retest that area and possibly head back down, okay? That's my ideas for XRP. And then you asked me to look at Quant. Where is Quant here? I believe it is down below Quant. Okay, and then Quant, we had some levels here on Quant. Let's see what we got. Okay, so very similar. When looking at Quant, we can see that we've moved back up into this range, which is good for Quant. We can see a clear level of support that is being held up here. So for Quant, it does look like it has flipped this to support, right? It's dropped down, but it has come back and recovered, and it looks to be trending around here. Now, be very careful. You'd be looking for a long here, but if it does break through this area, you could be looking very, very dangerously down to the downside. So be careful here with Quant. Look for a possible long here at this level at 120 and possibly pop off along there. Now let's take some volume. Let's look at Quant over the whole term here. Yeah, we're point of control, but we do have this volume gap below us here. So we want to be very careful here, and we don't want it to fall back down into this area here. We want to be very careful with Quant and very careful with a short position here. We are most likely looking for longs, okay? So with Quant, that's what I'd be looking for, up to the value area high, maybe a little bit below. And then obviously have a nice tight stop loss on this. It is an altcoin, and we could be looking to continue to the upside, right? Because it obviously has come down, it's tested the value area low, it's pumped up, it's flipped the point of control, and now it's popped up to the value area high. Now it's back to the point of control, and it has tested it a couple times. Is it looking to come down? Quite possibly, but right now it looks like it's setting up for a long. We have a green dot, we have money flow coming up and over. Money flow looks healthy because we have money coming out, and now we have money coming back in, okay? So look for that crossover. Look for money flow to continue to the upside. Could be a possible nice long for Quant. Look, Felix said money flow coming up too on Quant on the 10 hour. My man, Felix, he knows his stuff, man. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. So that's me. So in the Bitcoin, we still have the same levels. We've brought up this 27,100 level a bit. We are looking a little bit short-term bearish to the downside, but we can possibly pop up. Let's see if we can pull another level. I had one more idea here for another level, and we can pull a fib retracement from the swing low to the swing high and possibly get a setup here for the middle of the range. Yeah, so let's look for something like this possibly. coming up to pop us up to go and test. Yeah, we got a value area low here. So let's look for something like this here. Let's go for a long position down here. I would go, so you see the support level right here, right? There's a support level right here. I'm gonna put this a little bit below it. A little bit below it. Tight stop loss, okay? Tight stop loss. And we're gonna look for a big, nice swing or rally trade up to the top of the range, okay? We're gonna be looking for this. Let's hopefully some degen ottering can happen here. Remember, if all else fails, trade the bottom of the range, okay? But if we're looking for a little cheeky entry, maybe this 27411, I got the information, okay? The 411 is that we're going to go 27411 for the setup, okay? For the long. Hopefully we get there. If not, continue to the downside, okay? So we've popped up. We're going to continue on live streaming every single day, trying to help you guys be profitable, practice good mindset, be healthy out there. Much love to every single one of you. Thank you so much for being here on this beautiful Monday/Sunday. The weekly candle is in. It is a doji, and it does not know which way it's going to go. It's an indecisive candle, so we're having to wait and see what the markets will bring us, okay? We'll find out tomorrow with some more updates on the S&P and where the markets are moving, okay? We've had this massive push to the upside here. Look for it to try and continue with a little healthy retrace, right? Overall, long-term bullish on Bitcoin. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Much love to you. God bless. You guys take care, okay? Okay? Much love to every single one of you. Peace out. Bye. Mrs. Otter, are you making me cook tonight? Pasta arrabbiata. Spicy? Oh. Didn't I already work today? Now I gotta cook? And I live streamed? Things you do for love. That's why I love you guys too. Bye.